Yo gamer, Nemi here, hope you guys are doing awesome. Alright, so patch 5.0 just dropped and there is a lot to talk about. I'm gonna break down a few of the characters, the changes of the characters that I use mostly on my channel. If you guys are very familiar with my channel, I play a lot of Lars, my favorite character. I play Murdoch, I play some Lay, some Steve, you know, Armor King here and there. So I'm not going to do a breakdown of all the characters in the game. I'm going to do a breakdown on the characters I use and I like, and some of the top tiers in the game as well. See what's changed, see what's new. So let's get into my boy Lars. Has Lars been nerfed? Has Lars been buffed? So it's kind of a double-edged sword. So first of all, Lars only got two changes in patch 5.0. The first being back 1+2 and the second being the hell sweep, of course. So let's talk about back 1+2. Now first things first, in my opinion, I've always felt like Lars was a decent character pre-patch 5.0. Like, I feel he was in a good place and a very underrated character. I feel as though he was strong and good enough to compete even at high level. So I didn't really expect that many changes for this update. The only thing I wanted for Lars in this update was a buff on his power crush, increased startup on the power crush, and a homing move. I wanted back 3 to be homing. Those were the only changes I wanted for Lars, or maybe even a homing move from SE. Or even DE. That's all I wanted. Some tracking and that's it. But we almost got it, boys. We almost got it in the form of back 1+2, but unfortunately they only gave this thing a counter hit effect. Now at first glance this might look good, right? It might look good. A homing move, you know, counter hit, homing move. Unfortunately, it is -11. It is punishable, which sucks ass. Sucks so bad, bro. It's punishable. So you're not really going to use this move in that way, especially against characters with very strong 10 frame punishes, which is like almost all the DLCs now, right? So it does go under jabs. But if the opponent has double high jabs, you don't even get the counter hit, right? But if they have like a high mid jab or high mid jabs, like Jack for example, Murdoch, he will go under the first high and counter hit the second mid. So it's not really that huge of a change. Honestly speaking, I don't consider using this. I don't recommend using this move unless, you know, you're feeling yourself, you know, you have the read to go under jabs or just try to fish. I mean, there's no point in using this when you just use back 4 instead of forward 1+2. Safe options and they do a lot of damage as well. So I don't really like that change. It's a very niche move, so I don't recommend it honestly. Now secondly, let's look at his hell sweep. So Lars' hell sweep was changed to a war stun. So if I take it to the war and I do the hell sweep right now, boom bam, it gets a huge war stun. Right, so what this does is it gives you a mix-up, a guaranteed mix-up. So you can do things like, you know, you can go low for example, or you can do like, you know, back 4, you can do like forward 3, things like that. But it's not really, you know, it's good. Okay, it's at the war, it's good because this thing at the war did nothing, right? It just left the opponent standing in plus frames, but now you get the plus frames with the added advantage of the knockdown or the knockback of the wall. So it's basically a shitload more of plus frames, which is welcoming, bro. We'll take anything we can get. So we can do stuff like hell sweep into hell sweep again, you know, just mix them up. That's the whole idea of the whole war tactic, right? It opens more options. Now whilst this might look so good at the war at first glance, at mid-screen, it's actually a nerf. It's actually a huge nerf if you ask me, because it pushes the opponent far away. Bro, this for me is more so a nerf than it is a buff. You lose all the plus frames, boys. All the plus frames. This thing left you at point blank range, right? You could go for stuff like forward 4 into down 2 or back 1, right? But now the opponent can backdash all your options. All your options. I really love this move. This was Lars, one of Lars' best, if not Lars' best law, but this was like his comeback factor. If I need to make a comeback with Lars, this law was it. This was it. But now, it's gonna hurt so bad, bro. You're resetting the neutral. There's no continuous offense because the opponent is not in your face. You don't have the advantage anymore. That's what makes this so bad. I'm kind of sad about this, boys. I won't even lie. Like, this hurts more than not having down forward 2 from tag 2, because for me, and if you watched my Lars, bro, if you've watched my Lars, you know for sure I love using this law. This is like a Hail Mary, bro. Like, you live and die by this move. So I don't understand why. Like, dude, they could have given him something like what's that name 3 as his war stand, right? Even back 1+2 maybe. Even forward 3. I don't understand why they had to make it the Hell Sweep. This is bad, boys. This is bad. It might look very strong at the wall, but mid-screen on the wallless stage, it's bad. It's bad. And if you guys heard what Lee said, he said the wall mechanic is very niche because at wallless stages it's useless. There's no way you can use this move. So wallless stage, this move for Lars is basically, it's good, but it's a nerf. It's basically a nerf for a character that doesn't really need nerfs. This is a huge nerf in my opinion. It is what it is, boys. I'm still looking at some changes in other characters. I'm not sure what character I'll be running a lot in this season, but Lei is looking fun. Lei is looking good, and is the next character I'm covering. I'm gonna be playing a lot of Lei this patch. Lei, Murdoch, I might pick up. I'm thinking of playing some Asuka. I don't know, but Lei is up there and Murdoch as well. But for Lars, I don't know, boys. I don't know. But yeah, it is what it is. I really hope you enjoyed my video, boys. These are the only changes that Lars got this patch, back 1+2 and the Hell Sweep. So yeah, not really that significant. Doesn't really change much about him. He's still a very decent character in my opinion, but I do feel like the Hell Sweep was not deserved. Damn. So GG my boys, if you enjoyed my video, please hit that like, subscribe. I'll be doing a lot of character breakdowns and discussing the changes, so please, you do not want to miss that. And the best way to keep in touch with me is by subscribing, so you will not have the chance to miss my content. You'll always be in touch. So yeah, GG my boys.